Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Batman issue 45. Before I start talking about Batman, just want to give you guys a couple updates. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 116, and that's the show where I review all the comics I read this week in one show. And we have Mirror's Edge for this show. We have some exclusive comics. Mirror's Edge, issue 2. Justice League United, issue 14. I Hate Fairy Tales, issue 1. Grim Fairy Tales, issue 115. Robin Hood, issue 15. Switch, issue 1. Catwoman, issue 45. A-Force, issue 5. Savior, issue 7. Marvel Zombies, issue 4. Star Wars Shattered Empire, issue 3. Batman Superman, issue 25. Twilight Children, issue 1. Civil War, issue 5. And Earth 2 Society, issue 5. So if you want to go check out all those reviews, go to Comic Uno, episode 116, which is annotated. But let's start talking about Batman issue 45. So, yeah, this is the continuation of the Jim Gordon Batman. You get to see that on the cover. I really like the cover. We get to see Batman smoking, of course, because of Jim Gordon. And then you get to see the robot Batman. It's a pretty cool cover. Let's start talking about the artwork. Love the artwork. It's Greg Capullo. He does a great job at this series. Then you get the creepiness of Bloom by the end of the issue. So, great artwork. Again, you know, good attention to detail. There's also like this exhibit scene that I really liked from the issue. It's just very dark and it worked. It had a lot of good detail there too. So, good artwork. Let's see what's going on with the story though. So, with this issue, we get to see that a little bit more with Jim Gordon as Batman, which we haven't really seen in a while because Scott Snyder keeps going to Bruce Wayne. Especially at the annual, we got Bruce Wayne, and I think the last issue got more Bruce Wayne also. But this issue really splits the story between Bruce and Jim. So if you want to see Jim Gordon as Batman, you see it a bit here. And then finally we get some progression with the Bloom story, but really not any progression. We get to see him. We finally get to see him again. And it seems like he just wants to ruin Gotham. You know, he's killing people left and right. But the progression that happens in this story is that the police station doesn't really want Jim Gordon as Batman anymore. So Jim Gordon's gonna have to fight to be Batman. They feel like he's not the perfect fit. They don't say in a mean way, but yeah, they don't believe he's the perfect fit. So they're looking for another Batman, but Julia's like, well, Jim, you should prove that you are Batman, or at least this current Batman, so prove yourself. And that's what's going on with the issue, and I have to say it was a little bit on the slower side. I feel like this arc has been going on for a really long time, which has always been my complaint with some Batman arcs, that they're a bit longer than they have to be. And this Bloom story is like, I don't know if I like the hauntingness of Bloom, but we keep being promised that we're going to learn more about him. And even in the issue where we're supposed to learn more about him, it really wasn't about him, it was about something else. Even though it was like a good issue, I just want to know more about him and why we should care about this villain. And then I actually like the Bruce stuff a bit more. Like, I really enjoyed Bruce in this issue, with his new girlfriend and his new life of why he likes his life and how he's going to save this city by just being Bruce and not being Batman, even though he doesn't even know he was Batman. But he knew that his last life was toxic and he doesn't want that. Like I said, the pacing I felt a little bit off on this issue, and it didn't feel like a filler issue because stuff happened, but it was a little bit more filler than other issues. But yeah, I did like the progression of them wanting to find another Batman, but I'm also seeing like, how long is this arc gonna last? How long is Jim Gordon gonna be Batman? Because so far it's like getting to that slow part. I'm like, oh, I just want Bruce to be Batman again. Like, I want Jim to kind of prove himself, and he hasn't really proven himself to be a great Batman, or, you know, he's definitely a different Batman, but I don't know if he's a good Batman. So Batman issue 45 for me gets 3.5 stars. I wasn't totally impressed with this issue, but it's definitely not a bad issue. So hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there's links for my comic book, Like Father Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later. Bye.